What's up guys? Managed to make a lot of progress on my subjugation teams lately. As you can see, I've managed to escape SSS4 in 4 of the elements, and I'm yet to try for water, but I think that one's going to be quite difficult for me. So this video is going to go over my new SSS4 run in the versus light subjugation. So I'll quickly show my team and then get into the run. So all three waves are kind of aiming just to do max damage. I don't really have a proper combo wave. Wave 1 with Celeb Gale, Wave 2 with Bat Lavania, and the last wave with Lars in A2. I got lots of inspiration from JP Bear's run for the second wave, so you guys should definitely check that dude's channel out. Very good player. Alright, so first wave, we have Celeb Gale just holding Dark Memory Demus' gun with a Void Boon sword, and then Dark Memory Lars' sword as well. And I've only got 3-star and 2-star debris as well, but I have the Vigor debris on all my main damage dealers. Abstract Demus' gun for the attack up and the blitz on 2P, as well as a Void Boon sword and an attack up sword. And then lastly, Lacrima F66X with the new Watermelon Spirit companion for good attack up and the party attack up memoirs. Wave 2 is all about doing max damage with Bat Lavania. And I can hit knockdown now with Theo and Rion, which is great. That's kind of what allowed me to get crazy damage. So we have Theo. Her weapon kind of sucks. I really need to get some good dark support weapons. But she's got crit rate and crit damage memoirs to help me get knocked down. Bat Lavania with Dark Memory Lavania's fists and a newly upgraded fist as well for him, so now I have the maximum 40% cage vigor bonus, which is again helping me do more damage. And then just the Wicked Bottles is the other sub-slot weapon. I'm trying to get that other Dark Fist, which is a better weapon in the sub-slot. And then lastly, the new addition Abstract Rion holding the fists, just an off-type weapon to make sure he's not doing too many auto attacks. And he's really going to buff the damage as well with his character skill. I also added the Defense Break Bear to Rion there to help me get more damage. Lastly, we have EX Lars holding that sword. I would like a better weapon, but that's all I've got for now. Crit rate, crit damage memoirs. A2 holding my newly upgraded Dark Memory 063Y's sword. And then just another Dark Memory sword for haste and one for crit rate. And then lastly, Abstract Griff just to buff the damage, because I don't have anyone better who can survive. Alright, so that's the team. Let's get into the run. Okay, so starting with wave 1, just trying to do some decent damage with Celeb Gale and 2P. I don't really have many dark support weapons, so I can't really do any crazy damage with these guys just yet. But working on my wave 1 and 3 will be the way I boost my scores, I suppose, going forward from here. Okay, so just using basically all my skills to fill up the knockdown bar. Finishing with 2P's attack up, so I can combo that into the companion. Aiming to get 100% attack up, mainly on Gale. So just so you can see we're already nearly at knockdown. My characters are getting super strong. I've awakened Celeb Gale twice, but the others are pretty much not awakened. At this stage anyway. Really hoping to get Celeb Gale's debris eventually, mainly for PvP. It's really strong. I think it's like 30% light buff. Okay, so just using my weapon skills that don't fill the knockdown bar up too much, so I can set up for the wave. And hoping to go into knockdown with Gale's character skill for the defense break. So attack's looking pretty good there for most of my characters. 80% up on Gale. The dark buff as well. Okay, so just using all my skills in the knockdown period. Trying to get another rotation of Celeb Gale's weapon skills if possible. Maybe I shouldn't have used 2P's weapon skill there.
Here I go.
Looking back on this now, I think potentially that's a way I can get more damage in this first wave. Maybe I do have time to sneak in those weapon skills again. And I do. So that's actually a pretty good wave. Very happy with that. So better support weapons, or in order to get a bit of a defense break, might help me on this wave. Just trying to fill up the rest of the time. This party really isn't at risk of going down. They're all pretty bulky by now. I played for RNG and tried to get keep 2p at high health as well. That's probably one way I can improve this wave. Yeah, on my few tries of this wave, around 38 million is what I was consistently getting. So a defense break support weapon would be very nice for this wave. Or a dark damage up. Okay, so that's wave 1, 38 million damage. Decent enough combo. I'm very happy with that. On to the second wave. This is the party wave, the fun one. So again, took influence from JP Bear's wave for this one. So the key is using only one of Lavania's weapon skills in the first rotation of skills, and then using his character skill and using the other one to try to... the goal is to get 2 Lavania character skills off before knockdown, so that I can kind of overlap his dark damage buff and improve his attack buff. So you see I've queued up one weapon skill there with Lavania, then I go and use the companion to charge his character skill, and then use his character skill and use the other weapon skill to start charging his next character skill. So it's all a bit confusing, but slow it down and rewatch it if you're trying to copy this wave. The only difference between mine and JP Bear's is I try to get Lavania hit twice, because I know he can just survive. He doesn't take an auto attack. Alright, so just then, that auto attack from Lavania gets me above half the character skill gauge, which means after I use my next companion skill, I can use his character skill again. And you'll see that Lavania just hangs on there. It wasn't quite as close as it looks. He actually went down to 9,000 health before taking a bit of extra damage from the burn, I think. Okay, so trying to use Theo and Rion's skills before knockdown, and then Lavania's character skill. And I make one small mistake here by queuing up both of Theo's weapon skills. I should have only used the Blitz skill, because that got me to knockdown. Wastes a little bit of time during knockdown, which ends up biting me a little bit. I could have used 2 rotations of Lavania's weapon skills. So nearly 7 million per hit, absolutely wild. Very satisfying seeing that for the first time. And then auto attack RNG was decent enough, 2 hit and a 3 hit. I think I get a 5 hit later, so I can't really complain. But in order for me to get the correct RNG with the auto attacks, it took me ages, so I didn't want to fish for better auto attack rotations. And as you see there, I don't quite get to use Lavania's second weapon skill again, because I accidentally used 2 weapon skills with Theo. So that could probably add a good 20-25 million to my score. Well, that's a great second wave. We're at 200 million. Okay. So that's kind of the really good wave. My last wave kind of sucks, so click off now, unless you want to see, or skip to the end to see my final score. So yeah, this wave kind of sucks. I'm running out of dark weapons by this point. A2's setup is okay, but I just don't quite have the right support weapons for her yet. And I would like to replace Griff with Christmas Akeha in this wave. Lots of people are using Fractured Lars in this last wave, so I might even trial that as well. And just have A2 do all the damage. So the key to getting good damage in this wave is making sure A2 takes huge damage to get the most out of the Cage Vigor skill on this weapon. This one here. I think it only increases damage when you're below 15% of your health. Something like that, don't quote me. And then we're letting the Light Moose use its buff thing, because it also breaks its own defense. which is super nice. And I've got to replace that healing companion in this wave with a render, so a defense break companion. It'll definitely help me get more damage out. Alright, so we're into knockdown. Gonna try to use 2 character skills with A2, if possible, and Lars's character skill. So decent damage, nothing to write home about though here with A2. And just looking at this wave, I think I'm actually going to run out of attack buff during knockdown, which is, yeah, I am. So, misplay from me again. Lots of misplays. So you can see even in a pretty good run, you can have quite a lot of misplays. Or faults in your setup, I suppose. One final character skill. And we're at 235 million. Very, very happy. So yeah, wave 1 and 3 definitely need work. And that's mainly going to be getting the right dark support weapons. There's 2 really good staves. One increases dark damage from memory. And then there's that aloof staff, which I think buffs attack or has a render, one of the 2. I'd like to put one of those on EX Lars and one of those on Lacrima Theo in the second wave. They kind of have suboptimal support weapons. And just using all my skills to make sure I live. So that's the end of the run there. Let's see what the score is. I mean, spoiler alert, SSS4. As per the thumbnail. Alright, come on Moose, see the score. So nearly 26 million, so just getting into SSS4. A bit of work needed to reach SSS5. So Gale's doing 25 million in the first wave, 12 million from 2P, pretty good. And then Battle of Varnia, 157 million, carrying the team. 14 from Lars and 20 million from A2. Catch you guys in another Subjugation run.